There's nothing like an ice cold anything. The snap of that can opening.
Oh, it's the most satisfying thing ever.
I love it. I love it when you don't got a claw at the tab,
Mm-hmm.
when you can just lift it with your finger
Yeah.
and it just easy, just pop. Mm.
Everything's better in a can, dude.
I think so.
Glass, maybe. Glass, like a glass bottle,
Yeah,
kind
but
of rivals it, but certainly not plastic.
no.
It's not the same. Soda, beer,
Yeah.
anything.
Does coffee come in a can?
It can. Iced coffee, yeah. I think so. Yeah. Certain cans of coffee. Yeah. Oh, shit. Sorry, we didn't see you there.
Hey, sorry, guys.
What were we talking? What were we gonna talk about?
We're talking about some spooky movies
Spooky
today.
movies. Which one specifically, though?
We're talking about some crazy movies, some crazy spooky movies, some evil movies.
Evil.
Every villain is lemons. We're talking about Evil Dead.
Burn.
Evil Dead Burn.
Evil Dead Burn. We talking about Evil Dead Burn?
Evil Dead Burn, dude.
Yeah, let's get into Evil Dead Burn,
Let's get into Evil Dead Burn. What's your history with this series?
I'm a fan.
Okay.
I'm a huge fan of Evil Dead Burn. I'll never forget the first time I saw the original. I'm a huge fan of Evil Dead, I should say. Evil Dead Burn, I'll get into that. But I'm a fan of the franchise in general.
Yeah.
The first time I saw Evil Dead, I was probably like 12. And
Jesus Christ.
Well, honestly, at that point, I thought, how have I not fucking seen this movie earlier?
What a fucking movie to watch at 12, dude.
Well, dude, I seen a lot of crazy shit up
Yeah.
until that point. But for some reason, I hadn't seen Evil Dead at that point, and I thought to myself, as soon as the end credits roll, I'm like, dude, that was fucking insane.
Yeah.
It was, at that point, when I saw it, I was like, this is like my new favorite horror movie.
Yeah.
And it's been right under my nose, you know. It's a pretty popular fucking movie. I knew about it for the longest time. I just hadn't gotten around to watching it, you know. I knew Sam Raimi. You know, it's a pretty popular movie, and I thought I was kind of late to the game, to be honest. But I was a good age to see it, though.
Well,
you know.
I mean, to be fair, you were pretty late to the game because whatever year you watched it, it wasn't 1981.
That's a good point. Yeah.
I think anything after 81 is late to the game.
Right. You know what I mean. You know.
Yeah, it's a really dope series. I watched the original once when I was like 18 or 19. I know it was after high school because I was hanging out with a coworker that I met after high school. Watched it once. Didn't remember too much, but I remember liking it. And then I didn't see any of the other ones, didn't see any of the new ones. And then this week I ran through the whole gamut.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a fan. Of just kind of everything as a whole, like even the bad ones. I like what they tried to do, and I think when you become a fan, it's like I want them to be successful. I want them to be good.
I'm curious to which ones are the bad ones to you. That's what I'm curious about.
I don't think you're gonna like my answer.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Well, before you tell me, before you had this marathon of these movies, you had seen the first one, but had you seen Evil Dead 2?
No.
What about Army of Darkness?
Nope, not until this week.
Oh, no shit. Okay, all right, continue.
So, the first one, rewatching it, I kind of fell in love with it. It's a dated movie. For about 3/4 of it, Ash does a lot of standing and staring while his friends get possessed and die or whatever.
Yeah, he hadn't come into his own yet.
It's very creepy. I don't hold it against the movie, but the effects, it's a 45-year-old movie, and it was probably low budget for its time, are dog shit.
I mean, I think all the budget went into, like, the 20, 30 fog machines that are in that fucking movie. Like, holy shit.
Dude,
they're like, this shot's cool, but I think it needs like 3 fog machines in different directions.
Right. This shot's cool. How much can we spend hiding it?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
No, but Sam Raimi, I mean, just after watching that movie in the best way, is a sick fuck.
Yeah.
The possession scenes are cool. Like I said, like the like there's this one scene where it shows the hand of one of the possessed people, and you could see the openings of where it's like a glove or a prosthetic.
Yeah, it
Like
looks so bad.
it's dog shit. But I
Yeah.
don't hold it against the movie.
Not at all.
It
No,
is
no, no.
what it is.
Yeah.
Suspend your disbelief. And then the last quarter of that movie is just it's a roller coaster that flies off the rails.
Yeah.
And I think that last quarter, because the first three quarters, like I said, like it I got this weird feeling watching that movie. Like, does Ash not realize that his friends are possessed? Because like there's scenes where he's in the room with
Right.
with a deadite,
Yeah.
and he's just like, like, oh, whatever.
Yeah. No, I know exactly what the scene you're, especially this
His
one
girlfriend,
scene.
his girlfriend, when she's in the doorway,
She's literally, she's floating into the fucking room, right? She just attacked like that blonde guy,
dude,
and she's sitting Indian style.
and
Excuse me,
he-
crisscross applesauce,
right,
and singing that creepy tune, right? And then he's throwing wood on the fire,
right, and he's like
as
focused on his friend, and he's like, "You're gonna be okay, pal." Like, there's a fucking zombie right there, right? Like,
right.
and also the one in the cellar who's been opening the door and like shoving her possessed face out of the thing for the last hour, and he's just like,
Yeah.
can't wait to get out of this one. Like, you don't
Right.
think you're gonna die, dude,
Right.
but then the last quarter of that movie, it's just off the rails.
It's fucking awesome, dude.
He kind of wakes up and is like, all right, time to go to work. It's great. I mean, it was just great. I loved it. I thought it was very, very cool. And then the second one, Evil Dead 2, I mean, you might know more about it because you're more familiar. You probably know some more like little tidbits or fun facts. Was that Raimi remaking his own movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Okay.
Yeah, because they cut out. They changed the beginning where it's just him and his girlfriend that goes to the cabin. They cut out the friend aspect for some
Right.
reason. I don't know why, but maybe it's just to kind of get to the point. He didn't want to like hire more actors just to fucking.
But like, not only that, like I'm sitting there watching this movie, and okay, he's driving through the woods with his girl, and they're going to a cabin in the middle of nowhere, and I'm sitting there looking around like, he's going back to the cabin, and they're like, he's not acknowledging it, like.
Right. No. Yeah. It's supposed to
Yeah.
be like a recap, except they recon some things.
Gotcha.
Or retcon, whatever the term is.
And then that is where the movie, or with that movie, it's kind of the midway point of the polar opposites that are 1 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first half of that movie is very wacky, very goofy, because Ash ends up being alone in the cabin, and he's kind of going crazy. You could almost say he's almost being possessed, but like with all the shit going on around him, like when all the things in the cabin start like laughing and moving, and he's like,
Great scene.
It is a great scene. I mean, and he's like kind of acting goofy with them and everything. And then sort of the same thing when that movie decides playtime is over, it goes off the rails.
Yeah.
Which ends up being a very common thing for this series, even especially with the newer ones. When they decide it's time to go to work, it's just, we're going to go up to 13, 14, 15, like not even, we're passing 11. And I liked too.
Yeah, I love to. It used to be my least favorite out of the trilogy, but now I don't know. I kind of go back and forth on these movies, to be honest. What?
And then there's 3.
Oh, come on, dude. 3's like the best one. You don't have fun with 3?
I have to rewatch it.
Were you watching on your fucking iPhone?
No. I have to rewatch it. Sort of like with Jaws, even though I'd never seen these movies, I knew very basic things about them. So I knew that by the time they get to 3, it's not a horror movie anymore. I knew by the time they get to 3 that it's a full-on tongue-in-cheek goof fest.
Yeah.
So I didn't go into it.
It's dark fantasy,
yeah.
but yeah, it's also comedy. Yeah.
So I didn't go into it expecting a horror movie. So this isn't me like, I'm disappointed that it wasn't scary. It was just hard to get through.
Yeah, really?
Yeah,
It's crazy. I mean, it's not crazy, but I don't know.
and that's not to say that I thought it was bad,
Mm-hmm.
because like I like goofy movies,
Yeah, yeah.
so that's why I'm saying like maybe I just gotta watch it again. Maybe I just gotta give it another shot, because like it wasn't made bad, it wasn't shot bad, it wasn't badly acted. It was
Mm-hmm.
a good movie. It was just hard for me to get through, man.
That was honestly the first one I ever saw. Like I used to watch it as a kid, but I didn't realize like what it was. I didn't
Yeah.
understand
Yeah,
how it started with Evil Dead. Like I didn't realize until later in life.
yeah,
And then I went to Evil Dead 1, but I do have a bit of nostalgia for that movie, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe it's just not for you, but and I get it. It's a wackadoo style with
yeah.
good effects
That's true.
ranging to not so great effects, but
I mean that one scene where Ash is with the 3 books, and I think it's after he comes out of the first one that his jaw's like all huge.
yeah,
and
it
shit.
sucks him in. That
Like,
was awesome.
That I mean, I'm not
It
gonna
just shakes it off.
Yeah, like it didn't look realistic, but it didn't look fake as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a movie older than Shark Attack 3.
That's true.
I mean, it was fun, but it was just it just it was a little struggle. It was a little struggle for me to get through.
Yeah, I mean, it's a type of movie that it's just I could see it not registering
Yeah.
with some people. It's got a weird tone. I mean, all the movies kind of have a weird tone.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, when I first saw Evil Dead 2, the balance of humor and horror didn't work for me. Honestly, like I don't, and it grew on me as an adult. Something about horror comedy, you know, if you don't quite get the tone right,
Yeah.
it's not going to grab you a certain
Yeah.
way. It might be like a turn off.
Yeah.
And it might be that way for you forever, or you revisit it in a different kind of frame of mind and it's better. But at the time, man, I just couldn't get into it. I enjoyed the more straight up horror of Evil Dead. Even though the effects were certainly worse, I liked that it was more straightforward horror. Super over the top and crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, corny in many aspects and like cheesy.
Yeah.
But it fully sends it though.
Yeah.
That movie, especially towards the end. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it gets weird too in the first movie. There's that one scene where Ash is looking at himself in the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes to touch the mirror, and then it's water.
Yeah,
remember that?
dude.
That scene was fucking sick.
Dude, that fucked me up a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
whoa.
But Evil Dead 2, I'd watched the other day, and I'm like, fuck, dude, I don't know. Yeah, I think I still like the first one better, but I have a newfound appreciation for Evil Dead 2. And Evil Dead 2 is the fan favorite. Like, it's almost universally agreed that's the best one, and I get it now more. I don't necessarily think it's the best one, but I get why people rank it so high now.
Yeah.
It just didn't work for me as a kid. The tonal differences threw me off, but I could appreciate it now more.
Yeah.
But Army of Darkness, yeah, I don't know. I always liked the dark fantasy element of it, and I don't know. I liked its goofy nature. I like some of the effects. I like the fucking evil Ash aspect and like him becoming like a fucking unit towards the end, and the skeleton army was hilarious, and then the fucking I like that, the flying deadites and shit, and the witch, he goes, "Hey, she bitch." Fucking,
the she bitch part was very funny.
The fight in the fucking like little cave in the beginning with the fucking
when the walls were coming in,
the spiked walls like coming in was fun.
That was cool. Yeah, I mean, at that point of the movie, I was still like, all right, we got something here.
Right.
Yeah.
So flash forward then to 2013 Evil Dead. Did you watch that Blu-ray I got you?
I didn't watch the Blu-ray. I watched it on HBO.
You son of a bitch.
Is the Blu-ray, is it a different cut?
Well, I mean, yeah, actually. Well, I don't know. There is an extended cut. That Blu-ray is an extended cut.
Okay, so maybe.
So I don't know if you watch the theatrical on the HBO.
Yeah,
I don't know.
On HBO.
I don't know what the differences are, to be honest, but
I thought the remake was pretty rad.
Pretty rad.
They kept some things the same. They kept some things different. One thing I thought was a little weird was the character that's meant, like, so there's no Ash in the remake.
No.
but there's a character that's kind of meant to be the Ash.
Sure.
And in the very beginning of the movie, like it's weird. He shows up with a girl. He kind of hits on the other girl. And then he acts kind of weirdly flirty with the girl that you don't know is his sister right away. And he even gives her that little magnifying trinket thing that Ash gives his girl in the original.
You're definitely supposed to know that's her brother by that point. But
By that point already?
Yeah, because they reference.
Whoops.
Yeah.
See, like
detail.
it didn't click for me until maybe 2 or 3 minutes after that scene.
Yeah.
That it shows the picture of them with their mother.
Right. I mean, they don't seem like brother and sister, to be honest, just the way they're acting.
Yeah.
In my opinion, but
I get. Whoops. Good thing I don't have a sister.
Yeah. I don't know. Just that movie, the acting is not that great, in my opinion.
No.
It's not terrible, but it's just kind of very like, I don't know. It's 2-dimensional. It's a little like
generic.
It's generic, almost Lifetime movie, like, melodramatic a lot. With the whole plot of,
early 2010s horror.
Mia's good though. The main chick, I think she's the best part of the movie.
Yeah, she was rad.
Yeah.
Especially her little demon form thing when they lock her up.
Yeah, she's
antagonizing them through the door like in the original.
Yeah.
I didn't like that the possessions kind of went one by one.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. I liked that part of the original that they all kind of happened close to each other and almost at the same time.
Same, yeah.
But it was. I mean, it was gore porn for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It was gore porn.
A lot of the effects were practical.
So yeah,
they look good.
The one girlfriend who cuts her mouth in the shower, and then the boyfriend has to like bash her fucking head in with the toilet thing.
Yeah, that was gnarly.
And then the boyfriend character, poor him. Because he was
he just gets fucked up the whole
dude,
movie.
he was getting the work the whole fucking movie.
Well, that's what he gets for fucking reading out loud like an asshole.
Yeah, that's fair. Because
just read all this shit.
That version of the Necronomicon, page by page, had written in red big letters on multiple pages. Like,
don't read.
Don't read the words. Yeah. Close the book. Go fuck it. And he was just like, what does this fucking say?
Mm-hmm. That's why I kind of liked in the original how it played out more, because it was a tape, so it made sense.
Right.
He's saying the curse on the tape.
Right.
And that's what summons. Well, I guess the rules of the Evil Dead universe are muddy.
They change with every movie.
I mean, the very beginning of the 1981 movie, they're driving to the cabin, nothing's happened yet, and then he has no control over his wheel, as if like some sort of supernatural entity.
Right.
So it's already seemingly
there.
loose.
Yeah.
But then they release it again.
Right.
I don't know. Whatever. Move past it.
Yeah.
Move past it.
I mean, and that happens a lot because when we do get to Burn, like that also happens in Burn, where I'll remember the point. We'll get to that when we get to Burn.
We'll get to it.
I didn't like that. I didn't like that the burial thing worked. If that makes any sense about remake.
Mm-hmm.
Because I liked the brother and I kind of wanted him to survive, considering all the bullshit that he had gone through throughout the movie. For him to kind of die the way he did was like,
yeah.
Like, I didn't expect the burial thing to work when he does it with his sister, and then he kind of walks away, turns around, and she's like normal.
Yeah, it seemed like it was a red herring.
I thought it was bullshit because another common thing throughout the movie is that the possessed will go back and forth to manipulate.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, cool. This is this movie's way of doing that little trick. And then she just never went back to being a demon.
Right.
And then she ends up being, the final girl, the survivor. She kind of gets an Ash Easter egg by losing her hand, which I thought was like, all right, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. I thought it was awesome, honestly.
All the new movies kind of have like an Easter egg or a nod via chainsaw to Ash, which I thought was pretty cool. Like, okay, cool. It's like she has the chainsaw and then she loses an arm. I wasn't expecting her to fucking strap it on and like use it, but I just thought like, okay, that's like a cool little Easter egg.
Cool little nod, yeah.
These new ones are definitely where the gore porn started.
Yeah.
when the sister buries that chainsaw in the girl's forehead, and it's the most amount of blood that I've ever seen come out of a body in a horror movie ever.
Yeah.
Like, I enjoyed it, but I was laughing.
Yeah.
Like, not in a this sucks kind of way. I'm like, this fucking rules.
The final boss.
Yeah,
part, yeah.
Like, as the house is burning behind her,
Yeah,
and
dude,
she's just fucking...
That was metal as fuck, dude. It was awesome.
Dude, that rip. Like, so I enjoyed the remake.
Yeah, she's like, I'll eat your soul or whatever. She's like, eat this, motherfucker.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
yeah.
That, honestly, the ending is the favorite part of the movie. Like, I was kind of underwhelmed from that movie when I first saw it, 2013.
Were you expecting it to be more of a closer adaptation, or...
Not necessarily. Like, I knew Ash wasn't going to be in it, and I was fine with that. The trailer made it look super hardcore, and it was hardcore. Like, I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
It made it look really intense and scary, and it was intense, and it was scary in parts. You know, I don't know. Like, obviously, I know when you're making a remake, whatever you want to call it, reboot, whatever, reimagining, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it's not going to be exactly the same, and that's okay, right? But I guess for me, it just didn't match the manic energy of the original. You know, it was intense for sure, but like that sort of like, I don't know, that creepiness factor. So it was too clean to me. It was too polished. It didn't have like that. I don't know, that creepy, just kind of fucking. You know, obviously it's low budget, so it's a different kind of vibe. It's older.
Yeah.
So obviously it's going to be newer. It's not going to have that kind of aesthetic. But something about that first movie, that extremely manic, intense energy where, like you're saying, all the Deadites are, you know, they're all ganging up on Ash.
Yeah.
And they're fucking with them like psychologically.
Yeah.
You have that in 2013, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But like, it didn't have that same creepiness factor. Didn't have that same kind of... Yeah, it just seemed like it was more leaning into like gore stuff. Yeah, that was kind of my problem. Mia was the real deal as far as Deadites go.
Yeah.
Like, she was doing all the creepy, you know, psychologically terrorizing people type shit. But all the other Deadites were just kind of zombies.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't really have much personality at all, if anything.
Yeah.
They were just kind of really slow moving and just like... Just acting like zombies from like 28 days later or some shit, which is fine, I guess. But
like the girlfriend was very like slow and zombie moving. The one in the shower.
Yeah, and so was her boyfriend.
Yeah. When he
or not her boyfriend, no, the blonde guy. Yeah.
Yeah, when he eventually comes back.
And so was the brown girl too. Honestly, they all kind of acted pretty much the same.
Yeah.
There wasn't like only Mia had like the kind of more creepy kind of personality.
Yeah.
Which is fine, I guess, but it's a good movie. I guess just at the time I was a little I didn't want it to be the same movie as 81.
Sure.
But I wanted it to match its energy kind of in its own way, which for me it didn't quite do. But that's okay. It did its own kind of thing. It was more serious, I guess, more grounded in a way, I guess. But yeah, overall it's good.
Yeah.
I like it. I appreciate it more. But then Evil Dead Rise came out like almost 10 years after, I think.
Yeah,
Which is crazy to think about.
It was 13 and 23. I didn't realize it was 10 years. I didn't realize remake was that old.
Yeah, it's wild.
I did not. I thought remake was like 18 or 19 or something. Yeah, and then Rise 23. I don't know if I liked it. I don't think I liked it more than remake, but I didn't dislike it. I did not like it.
Yeah. I that's another one. When I saw it, I was really hyped for it. You know, because it's been 10 years since we had 2013, and I gotta say, I was super underwhelmed again.
Yeah, I
kind
of get what you mean. Like, none of these movies I've enjoyed as much as the original.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's not weird, but what's weird is that was my initial feeling on Evil Dead 2013. I mean, 2013 and then Rise. It's weird. When I saw 2013, I was underwhelmed. I didn't hate it, but I was like, it didn't quite match 1981.
Yeah.
Then I saw Evil Dead Rise, and then I was underwhelmed again. I didn't hate it either, but it didn't quite do it for me when I first saw it. And then I got to thinking, yeah, you know what? Maybe 2013 is not so bad.
Yeah.
Let me revisit 2013. I thought, oh wow, it's way better than I remembered. Like this is an awesome movie.
Yeah.
Then I saw Evil Dead Burn, and then I thought, you know, Evil Dead Rise wasn't so bad. Let me revisit it. And shit, son of a bitch, I rewatched it, and I think it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I honestly think it might be my favorite out of the new three. I'm gonna be honest. It's weird. I totally flipped on this movie.
Yeah.
I was super underwhelmed when I saw it the first time.
After watching Burn, even though I did watch 2013 and Rise the day before watching Burn, I think I'm going to give Rise in 2013 another look.
Yeah.
After Burn, just to see, like, because right now, I think out of the new three, Burn is definitely on the bottom, but then, like, 2013 and Rise are kind of tied for me.
I can see that. Yeah, they're pretty close in quality.
But Rise was cool. I mean, you know, the mother kind of being possessed, and it took a while before anybody else got possessed in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
She tortures kind of the neighbors more because they lock her out of the apartment for for a nice chunk. Like, the way she handles the neighbors is crazy. I mean, there was that one nod to the second movie where they pop the eye out and the camera's on the eye and it goes awesome. Inside the person's mouth. I was like, oh, that's a cool little nod. She rips. I mean, I laughed so hard. And at a scene I'm not supposed to be laughing at because this scene is filmed and presented as a horrifying scene. But when she's in the hallway and she's killing the neighbors.
You see it through the people.
Yes. Yeah. And the little kid runs across the hallway. And then, you know, you hear squelching, you see blood, you hear a scream. She rips his arms. Like, you don't see her rip his arms off, but you see then his dead body fly across, hit the wall, and it has no arms. Yeah. I laughed so fucking hard at that. Man. I mean, but it wasn't scary, but it was creepy. You know, like when she hears the cat in the vents and uses the vents to come back into the apartment, and like she's killing her fucking kids.
Yeah.
Like her one daughter, that when she was perched up on the kitchen counter chewing the light bulb and shit, like that was a uncomfortable scene. You know, like ugh.
Yeah, I thought the mom was a great.
She was great.
Fucking Deadite. She killed it.
That's a creepy bitch, dude.
Yeah, she has a kind of creep. She's hot, but she has a kind of creepy look naturally, I think.
Yeah.
Her eyes are kind of shaped in a kind of creepy way.
Like even before she got taken over, I was
like, uh-oh, this is going to be... she's going to be a fucking creepy Deadite when she turns.
She absolutely did.
But yeah, I really liked it so much more this go-around, man.
Yeah.
I like the apartment setting. Even though I felt like they could have utilized it more, the apartment setting in certain ways. I don't know how they could have, but I was expecting it to be more elaborate. But I don't know. It was cool. I liked the way the movie looked. I liked the family, man.
Yeah.
I really dug the family, even though they had the annoying feminist bitch. But like, it was kind of funny. You know, they were kind of poking fun at her. But I liked. There was a lot of like cool, neat little things, little intricate traits to each of the characters that I really liked. You had the single mom who's struggling getting by, with her 3 kids. You got the sister who's a groupie or whatever, or not a groupie, I don't know, whatever, who's hiding like a pregnancy that she has and whatever. And then you got the kid who's a DJ, the feminist sister, and then the little girl who I thought was fucking hysterical. I loved her, dude. She was great. She was adorable and hilarious. And she had the little fucking little like doll thing on the, she called it Staffney or something. Little doll on the stick. I thought that was hilarious, dude. I didn't remember that rewatching. I'm like, I'm fucking laughing.
Nah, the kids were
And then
great.
She uses it on her fucking sister when she turns. It was awesome.
Yeah, right
fucking
through
impales
her fucking mouth.
I was like, yo, dude, this bitch is cool, dude.
Yeah.
I loved it, dude. I loved the fan. I liked these characters more than the 2013 one.
Absolutely.
I was rooting for them more. I didn't give a shit about any of them except for Mia in 2013, I think.
Yeah.
But, I cared about their plight, And then when the mom gets possessed initially, that was pretty cool. They kind of, like, did their own thing, like, how in 2013, 1981, it's like the trees coming alive and the branches.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention
like wrapping her up.
the
The tree rape in
The
80. Yeah, we
tree
just kind of
rape.
glossed over that.
Yeah. Whoa.
Which, by the way, the tree rape in 81 is way more brutal
It was pretty
than
intense.
2013. 2013 was cool and all, like they did it practically and whatnot.
Well, I mean, 2013, the branch comes out of the deadeye's mouth in the woods, and like you see it go up. I mean, I think the tree rape in we're fucked on YouTube.
Let's call it what it is. Well, I'll bleep it out. Yeah.
The tree rape in 81 was graphic, and I don't know if I'm using this word right, suggestive. They don't really hide what's going on the same way that they do all of that with 13. But I don't know. There was just something about 13 where I just thought it was just a little bit more hardcore.
Really? I don't know.
And it's weird because
I thought it was grosser, maybe.
Yeah, maybe that's what I mean.
But like 81 was straight up more violent. Like they straight up have a branch impale her fucking vagina.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
in 2013, it just kind of slithers up her leg and then like crawls up her fucking vag. In 81, it just goes like right in her fucking.
81,
pussy.
she was also definitely moaning, as well. Like I mean, it was like screams and then they blended moans in there.
Yeah.
And it was weird, dude. I was watching the movie. I'm sitting on my couch at home.
And you got a boner.
I mean, well, duh. But luckily, I was in the room alone. My dad was in the dining room. He was one room over.
Yeah.
And he's sitting at the table and he's watching that scene. And it's silent. And my mom's in the other room. And I don't want her to hear it.
No.
Because obviously, I mean, I'm watching during the day. I don't think that she's going to think I'm watching porn.
Mm.
But I just don't want her hearing what's going on.
Of course.
So I kind of lowered a little bit. Oh, like my dad's right there. Fuck.
Yeah.
The second the scene ends. What's that movie called?
I just want. Yeah.
I was like,
I was just wondering. Yeah. No, I was just wondering. Takes his laptop in his room.
Right.
All right, son. Have a good night.
I just hear close. What's that on? You said HBO? All right.
Yeah.
Nah, but yeah, that's right.
Funny.
We did just kind of gloss over that, and then their version of that in Rise was the elevator cable rape.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool.
I liked the way it ended.
Yeah.
Like she's screaming, but you don't hear it. The camera's just kind of slowly panning back, I think.
Yeah.
And like the electricity starts popping off, and she's just bound up, suspended in midair by the cables.
Mm-hmm.
I like how every single one of these movies, remakes, new ones, old ones, at one point or another kind of have that first person view of whatever demon is running around in the woods.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. And then in this, it's just like a fucking city.
Yeah.
Like going to the apartment building, that
Yeah,
point of view. I thought,
yeah.
I was like, oh shit, this is sick.
And then it
New
comes in,
setting.
you see her walking out of the elevator, and it just hits her.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit! Like, all right, cool.
Yeah, I love the way her initial possession and the kids are just in the house or whatever, and you just kind of see her in the background. The mom opened the door and just kind of walk in the kitchen like, "Hey, mom, what's going on?" And the way
Start
she's
making
just kind
the
of
worst
limping.
omelet ever.
Yeah, all the bloody eggs and whatnot, and just saying the most fucked up shit. It was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, I just had the most wonderful dream where we were having a picnic or whatever, and I cut you all open and I crawled inside of you because I wanted to be with you forever and ever." What I liked about, they brought back the creep factor, like I was talking about earlier more.
Yeah.
Like the psychological fucking
Mhm.
stuff. Like they had it in 2013. Don't get me wrong, but like they didn't go all the way with it like they did in 81
not like in Rise.
and like Rise.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I really appreciated. More.
Rise
They're
was
saying some fucked up
creepy,
shit.
dude. When she was on the outside trying after they've blockaded her, and she's talking to the little girl, and she's just being a nice, sweet mom, and you're seeing the face that you're seeing saying that shit. That in itself is fucking. She didn't even need to say creepy shit.
Well, yeah, I liked when they put her in the bathtub. And then she's like burning up.
Oh my god!
And like the water's kind of boiling from it.
Yeah.
And then like then
And
again she
up
crawls
to
on
the
the
corner.
and then falls back into the bathtub, and then like fucking creeps out from the tub, and says like, "Mommy's with the maggots now."
Dude.
Which honestly, any other actor with any other kind of delivery, that line could have sounded fucking stupid. Honestly. But the way she pulled it off and the way
Oh,
they, distort her voice,
Yeah,
it works a lot. Like she kills it with that.
Yeah, Rise was just great.
Dude, Rise was awesome. Oh yeah, and like when the daughter, I love the part when the daughter is up on the counter and you don't know what the fuck she's doing. She's doing something weird, and then the sister comes upon her, and she's chewing the glass.
Yeah, yeah.
And you see the fucking glass just like as it's going down her gullet, just stabbing her fucking throat was fucking gnarly. And she's like, I had like bugs crawling around inside me, so I'm trying to destroy them.
Yeah.
I hate things crawling around inside of me. Don't you, Aunt Susie, or whatever?
Right.
Dude, that was fucked up. Because she's pregnant, even though it wasn't explicitly said.
Right.
But, because the demons, they know.
Yeah.
Like I said, that psychological fucking torturing, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, they nail it in this movie. I can't believe I didn't like it the first time I watched it. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? The whole time I'm thinking, like, dude, this is great.
Yeah.
And I like, how, like, there's the bank underneath the apartment, and the earthquake opens it up, and then the son finds the vinyl and shit.
Yeah.
I thought that was great. That was probably the best summoning of the demon.
That's also another one that could have been avoided.
Yeah.
Because the sister, after taking 1.5, like this version of the Necronomicon, the book doesn't explicitly tell you this is bad news, bears don't do this.
Right.
Instead, the sister, who is somebody you should trust in your life, takes a look at the book and goes, that's fucking weird, put it back. And he's like, I'm going to keep listening to this record instead.
Well, have you ever had a sister?
No.
You never listen to them.
I don't.
That's like rule number 1.
Well, I'll try to have a sister the next time I find an evil satanic Book of the Dead.
Right.
I'll work on that.
Some of them have good sense, I guess. But no, I liked it. I thought it was creepy. I thought the tape was creepy. The way I believe it's actually Bruce Campbell reciting it.
That's pretty rad.
I believe so.
That's pretty
Doesn't
rad.
sound like Bruce Campbell, but he seems to be putting on an accent.
Yeah.
But I believe it is. But I thought it was creepy. The sound design was working pretty well, and the fact that it just kind of took over. Like he couldn't pry the needle off. It was like I thought it was really well done. I thought the whole movie was well done. Honestly, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best of the new ones. I think. It's creepy. That one shot with there's probably tons of shots like this, but like when the mom gets possessed, one of those scenes, and like she just kind of disappears into the threshold of the door, and it's completely dark. I don't know, and the kids are just like waiting for her.
I think I know which one you're talking
I don't
about.
know. It's just awesome.
Now talking about it more, no, I don't think it's tied with 2013.
I don't think so.
I definitely think it's Rise, 13, Burn.
Yeah, I think so. I thought the neighbors were pretty cool too.
Yeah.
Their demises are pretty fucking gnarly.
Yeah.
And the abomination at the end,
dude,
where they fucking morphs in.
Dude,
I thought that little girl was a goner because they already killed the kid. Already, and I thought, all right, I think it's like they're all the other siblings are dead. I thought, okay, it's all bets are off.
See, and like with that movie, when the mom started killing the neighbors, my first watch, my only watch, I'm thinking, I'm going to hate this because all her kids are going to survive. Because this studio's not going to commit to killing the kids.
Right.
And that's why she's killing everyone else. And like, look, she killed that kid. So, she's evil. She's bad. She killed a kid.
And the daughter already had enough close calls where she's about to die. And then
exactly.
And then they slide her in the gate and they grab her. It's like, oh, you're fucking done.
Yeah, yeah.
But nope, no. They saved
the
day.
So I thought all her kids were going to survive. But then the two older ones that, die, they become like the Rat King Deadite. With like this weird morphed, multi-head aren't just.
Which, by the way, I really liked the scene in the hallway right before they morph into each other, where I don't know, she stabs the mom in the face with scissors or whatever. She incapacitates the mom, and she's got her kid, her niece, and the dead kids like crawl out of the room.
Yeah,
and then they're like crying.
Yes,
I guess she's dead, but then it turns into them laughing. Oh, dude, and then
it's a creepy fucking
it is,
movie,
and all the neighbors, they rise up too, and they're doing the fucking Dead by Dawn, Dead by Dawn, dude. I was like, yes, dude, this is Evil Dead, dude.
Yeah, no, Rise definitely rips.
Yeah, and then they start fucking like ripping her up, and then going inside of her, creating that. The Abomination. Yeah, it was awesome.
And then that's another gore porn movie where there's, a chainsaw Easter egg and like a wood chipper.
Yeah.
I didn't think the aunt was going to die.
No.
At that point, I knew that those two were going to live.
Yeah.
Like after the blood elevator, which was fucking rad.
That was awesome. Yeah.
At that point, I didn't think there were going to be any more deaths. Like even when she came close to it and it shuts off at the last second, I'm like, okay, that's kind of expected. And then just same thing, her digging that chainsaw into that fucking thing's head and just gore porn.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like fun gore porn. She's like pushing it into the chipper.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And then it's just the head talking shit.
Yeah.
And then she just kicks it into the wood chipper.
Yeah, you knew when you saw that wood chipper in the beginning in the part of the garage. You're like, all right, that's going to come back.
Yeah.
There were a couple things that came back. In the beginning, when the little girl is cutting the doll's head off to make Stephanie.
Yeah.
The mom's like, "Are you using my scissors again?" She hides the scissors on the couch.
Them, yeah.
And then she uses that later to their advantage.
What's that called? That's called something's gun. Like
Oh yeah.
It's like a narrative tool where if you like the rule is like if you show a gun, that gun has to be fired.
Right. I forget what the term is, but yeah that's
so it's like it's like I always say, everything in TV, everything in movies, everything they show you is intentional.
Right.
They're showing it to you for a reason. They don't show it to you for no reason. So it's
unlike Shark Attack 3.
Right.
Right.
So, like they show the scissors, so it's like, okay, those scissors, there's a reason why they're mentioning it.
Mm.
So, yeah, I mean, it was cool that came back.
Yeah, it's a little thing, but, it mattered. But, I loved it. Yeah, then it tied back to the beginning of the movie with the kids in the cabin or whatever.
Which, I mean, outside of a cool opening sequence, I mean, I guess they just couldn't find a cooler way to open the movie and tie it to that family.
Mm-hmm.
Because that opening sequence is pretty rad.
Yeah.
But it is also completely useless.
Yeah, it's not really necessary.
Yeah.
It's just like, just another way to show the Deadites.
Right.
After they're, I don't know, because the whole thing is right. They never die, right? They just dormant,
right?
Until they can latch on to something else, or whatever. Like mutilating them, just kind of slows them down,
right,
for a certain amount of time. But Evil Dead Rise is a top tier Evil Dead,
absolutely.
For sure. I don't know if you have anything more to say about it.
No.
I'm sure I do. I just can't think of it. But
now the reason why everybody clicked on this video and hung out with us for the last 35, 40 minutes.
I would hope so.
Is for burn.
Burn, baby, burn.
Burn my fucking eyes out of my head after watching this fucking movie.
Yeah, not my favorite Evil Dead movie. I was, I know I suggested seeing this movie.
No, but I'm glad you did,
separately.
because by doing that, I got to watch so many good movies.
Yeah.
That weren't Evil Dead Burn.
Okay, I was wondering what, because look, I don't know, man. It's not a bad horror movie.
I get what you mean.
To me, it's just not a great Evil Dead movie.
Yeah.
That's just how I felt. It had some good moments, some really good sequences.
I didn't hate it, but it was not good. Right?
All right, well, for me, let's just go step by step. I thought the intro was great. I'll be honest. I was hooked. I thought I was in for the best.
The intro was cool.
I thought I was in for the best new Evil Dead movie from the intro.
With the kids on the lake, right?
The kids on the lake was cool. The way the hooks came out of the fucking water and grabbed the guy, and then that woman appearing, just her head out of the fucking
that was creepy
lake, which might have been a callback to the last movie. I'm not sure.
I was just gonna say that the scene of the kids on the lake was cool, but the last movie did a cool scene with kids on the lake.
Right. Yeah. No. But, yeah. You're right. I thought it was cool regardless, but yeah, I like how then the woman kind of steps into traffic, and then one of the characters who we meet later does a flashback thing, then it goes back, whatever. But I thought that intro was pretty fucking creepy. The lake part, and then gets hit by the car, then it does like a fucking hour later or whatever, and then you're introduced to the character who's just a fucking piece of shit. He's like a club owner or whatever.
Yeah,
treats his wife like shit, and then you're introduced to the rest of the main characters, and there's like the whole club scene, which kind of threw me off at the time. I was like, what the fuck's going on here?
Like, why are you guys exchanging gifts and having a birthday party at a club? Shouldn't you be at an Applebee's right now?
Yeah.
Like, they're like, we got you a card.
Right.
And there's like club music
Yeah.
thumping.
Right. Yeah. It just
Like,
didn't
blow
seem
out
like
your
the right
candles. Look at the balloons. Happy birthday. Like,
Yeah.
why are we doing this here?
Right.
We should be at a bowling alley. Why are
Right.
we doing this here?
But the boyfriend was so comically over the top in the way he was.
Oh my God.
It was just kind of eye-rollingly on the nose a little bit. It was just
Yeah.
like stupid, like, you know.
Meathead.
Why do you make me fucking hate you so much?
Yeah.
Why, you know, it was just, okay, whatever. Okay, I get
Maria, I told you to stop smoking.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
trying to have a baby.
it. Yeah, it's so,
Shut the
it's so
fuck
ridiculous,
up.
dude.
Shut the fuck up.
Right, but whatever. He's like, and he drives away. Like, you're drunk. It's like, shut up.
Right.
I'm a great drunk driver.
Yeah.
You don't know nothing.
I don't hit people. I hit demons.
Yeah.
I laugh. Again, I laugh at the wrong moments in movies sometimes.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's a bad thing because I'm not laughing like, I don't know. Whatever. It was fucking funny when he hit that bitch with the car.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, just the ferocity that he hit her with.
Yeah.
And the way she went fucking flying.
Yeah.
I was just very lucky that there were only 4 other people in my theater.
Yeah. No, I thought that sequence was cool though. And then he, you know,
Yeah, that
he
scene was
totals the
very
car and he's like fucking upside down.
cool. Yeah.
And her head is like through the windshield and it's practically falling off.
And then it
And then
does.
but then but she's doing that smile though.
Yeah, dude.
And it just kind of holds on it,
Mhm.
and it's fucking creepy as shit, dude.
Mhm.
At that point, I was like, "Oh,
she knew
what
him
are
by
we
name.
in for?"
She called him out.
See, it was so creepy the way she's smiling and her head is falling off, and then they do that stupid fucking pitch down demon voice where it's like, "We found you," and then it's like you totally ruined it for me. It's like, dude, can we just do away with the whole fucking pitch down demon voice?
Don't the old ones do that too?
They do it, but like,
Because I like it when they do the mix.
it's too
of
pitched
like,
down though. I don't know how specific I can get with this for you because it's very.
Like, do you think if it's more subtle, it's more creepy?
Yeah, like Rise was like more subtle. It's not pitched
Yeah.
down so low.
I get what you mean. Yeah,
In this
yeah.
one, it's the stereotypical one where I feel like I hear in every like demon movie.
whoa,
Yeah, it's like
whoa.
super low and
right,
it's just
right.
it sounds way too unnatural.
Yeah, I get you.
You know, there's just degrees to it, you know, that
Yeah.
I think matter.
Yeah.
You know, and it just took me out of it a little. Whatever, maybe that's a little nitpicky, but overall, I thought it was creepy. And then he's burning alive, you know.
Yeah.
And then it's just the title sequence, Evil Dead Burn. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm fucking ready.
Yeah.
And then the rest
you
of the
know,
movie happened.
Had I only known that that's as good as it was going to get,
Yeah.
that's, I wouldn't have waited till after the movie to go to the bathroom.
Dude, the movie, something about the movie, it just felt a little bit off to me. I don't know what it was. I could try to narrow it down, but first, I hated the color palette, by the way.
Yeah.
I did not like how the movie looked. And look,
Mhm.
I know it was intentional. Everything's intentional. These are high budget movies. They're professional filmmakers. I get it. It's trying to create a mood. Things are dreary. I get it. But it's like, it just kind of looks drab.
Yeah.
You know? Not to
just-
sound like a fucking like Brit or something.
It looked really dull.
Yeah, it looks very dull. And
It looked pale. It looked dull.
pale. And look, some of the camera work is great in the movie. But some of it's awful to me.
Yeah.
Like, it's like very super close up and shaky at some points where it's like queasy. And again, I'm sure intentional. But it's like, you don't need to do that.
Yeah.
You know? Evil Dead Rise didn't do that.
No.
The first Evil Dead didn't even do that. Like, everything's like pretty like comprehensible.
Yeah.
You know, they're just showing the horror. You know, they don't have to do like crazy like up. You know, they do crazy camera work in those movies. Don't get me wrong, but it's
Yeah.
it all makes sense. You know, when it's like when the demon's point of view, it's like
Yeah.
the camera's moving around like crazy. But like in this movie, like simple things when they're just sitting at the dining room table and it's like.
my God, I hated that whole
Things are just like incomprehensible.
Yeah.
Like when he stabs that dog and
Yeah.
shit, like it's like super up close. It's like, dude, just
Like-
zoom out a little bit. Like
like-
it's a little too. It's a style though. It's like it's made by a French director,
Right.
and so I don't know if you've seen a lot of these movies, but there's these French extremism horror movies
Hmm.
that kind of have a similar look back in like the early aughts that are very like queasy looking, and that's why I felt the movie did. Which, you know, like I said, intentional. They're going for a certain effect, which I guess works. It just I don't like it.
Right.
But I don't know. What were you saying?
No, like the camera tricks, I feel like in the other movies were extras, like they were bonuses, because the plot, the story, the acting is what gave you the creepy,
Right.
which is how it should be.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't have to make the camera set the mood. The camera is capturing the mood.
Exactly.
You know, like your actors are building the mood. Your story, your script, your plot is building the mood.
Right.
The camera is just capturing it.
Right.
If you're going to do a trick, if you're going to do a fun, different thing, it should just be an additive.
Right.
It should be the cherry on top. And
Yeah.
some of it was cool. Like, my favorite trick in movies or TVs are oneers, and this movie had a really cool oneer in it.
Yeah, it did.
Cool. But like, but I get what you're saying. Like that scene at the dinner table, it was just weird. It was uncomfortable. Like, I didn't know where anybody was sitting until almost the end of the scene.
Right, like the
when
whole thing.
it pulled out and showed everybody, and by then everything was done.
Right.
It's weird.
So yeah, the whole family just doesn't act right the whole time. Like nobody acts like real people. The family.
I hated everybody in this movie.
Yeah, you had the French woman who's the main antagonist, or sorry, protagonist. And
or antagonist if you're looking at it through the views of the mother-in-law.
Right.
Because she hated that bitch.
Right. Oh yeah, the whole funeral scene was kind of weird. You know, it was serious, and then they played that weird French music, and then it did that hard cut to him struggling to bring the
so much.
The coffin out, the casket out.
Yeah.
Which, like, I get what they were going for. Like, I appreciate the attempts at humor because, you know, it's Evil Dead franchise. It's full of it.
I guess.
For me, it just it didn't quite work. Just the way that the tone of the movie is and the way the movie looks, that dreary dark gray look, like the movie's like almost at odds with itself when it's doing stuff like that, where it's like it's playing it super straight and the tone is super somber, and then it's going for almost like very unsubtle like goofy humor where it's like this just isn't blending well for me, you know?
I hated it.
Yeah, it wasn't working for me. I appreciate the effort, but I'm like, I almost felt similar to The Monkey almost in certain aspects in a way. Though I think The Monkey did it probably a little bit better.
Yeah.
Where it's like, again, that tone of comedy and horror is clashing more than it's blending.
Right.
For me.
Yeah, this movie, I feel like, and maybe it's because the last two didn't do well financially. I mean, I don't know. But like,
I don't know. I thought they did, but I don't know.
But like, I feel like every franchise hits a point when it's been going on long enough where you have a few duds, so then maybe your next one doesn't get the budget that the other ones got. Because like, I felt like the effects in this movie looked overly fake.
Yeah. They definitely weren't as good. Like, I think this, especially at the end, it was like almost straight up CGI at the end, which, you know, a movie that lends itself to using practical effects a lot was pretty disappointing.
Like when the dad was blowing his head off.
Yeah, that looked
that looked fake.
That was an eye rolling thing for me. Like that was an example of you're trying too hard. Yeah. I think like this is supposed to be like shocking and scary, whatever. But to me, I'm just rolling my eyes. I'm like, this isn't scary. This is like edgelord fucking.
Yeah.
If they made the effects better, it would have been.
I guess
maybe like 81, dude. Like as cheesy as the effects were, like some of those fucking scenes were like those gunshot wounds and shit were like brutal looking.
Yeah.
But in this, it's clearly just computer generated, so you can't really take it seriously.
Like,
but if it was really horrific looking, maybe I could dig it. But yeah, I thought I was just trying too hard. The self-mutilation thing was just, I don't know, it was a little played out.
Like, I was sitting there thinking it looked like the wounds from Sinners. You remember how we mentioned in Sinners, like the zombified, you know, parts of some of those zombies just looked like of course those are going to be CGI, but like I don't know, it just looked like bad CGI.
Yeah,
It almost looked like when you're watching a cartoon and you know something in the background is going to move because it's a different shade of everything else in the background.
Right.
That's what those wounds all look like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it was just weird. This was a. I feel like every member of this cast was a lookalike of a real actor. I mean, I guess they're all real actors, sure. But like the main protagonist was like a French version of what's her name? Maria Barrera.
I was thinking the same thing too. Yeah.
The main boy, the son, was a lookalike of that Russian kid from the Star Trek reboot that died.
I don't know him.
I thought he looked just like him. I thought the dad looked like Bill Burr. I thought the older brother was just a knockoff version of the Situation from the Jersey Shore. Everybody just looked like someone else. Even the dude's girlfriend. I thought it was the famous actor, but I already forget her name because that's how much I didn't like this movie. But the whole time I'm sitting there, I'm like, is this that fucking bitch?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know. There were so by the time the dad gets possessed, whatever, in the what do you call it?
In the morgue.
The morgue.
Yeah.
So leading into that. And then he's at the house, and he's aggressively like digging into his arm with a knife, like almost gonna. No, the girl stops him, and he's like, "Don't tell my wife." And then they're at the dinner table, and she takes the knife. I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah,
he like takes the kind of knife. Though you got to think like he was on the edge pretty hard. You'd think he'd probably should say something right there, rather than just kind of like sweep that under the rug.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a weird scene. It was very queasy the way it was shot. I didn't like it. However intentional it was, it just wasn't working for me. Nobody was acting normal. I mean, obviously we talk about 81 where Ash isn't acting normal, but you could almost like sum that up of I don't know.
Bad writing.
Just
bad writing, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't work for me. It works more in 81. Like obviously, it's stupid, but it's like I don't know. Ash trying to keep it together, whatever. And maybe you could say that about this one. For me, it was like the mom. The mom's not acting.
Yeah,
she doesn't seem concerned at all about her husband, who's like profusely sweating and like looks like shit.
Right,
and is just like
he's throwing up as much as he's eating.
Yeah,
and she's just sitting there like, use your napkin, or like,
right,
just keeping it cool. Like instead, she's finding reasons to talk shit about her daughter-in-law.
Right.
Like, I don't know. I just hated everybody. I hated that scene.
Yeah, I like some of the shots though. Like I said, as much as I hate some of the shots and the camera work. There were some good stuff, like outside of the house. I kind of like that look of like the kind of light flurries going on around the house. I thought this was like the setting was pretty cool. They just if they filmed it better, it would have been better. I don't know.
They had a drone shot that was pretty cool. I
guess.
I
noticed that.
Like,
yeah.
Okay. Well, they had one. Like, oh, all right. That was nice.
Yeah.
I hated the car scene. I hated when the kid escaped through the sunroof and just let his girlfriend die.
Yeah, he just bitched out.
I could not wait for him to fucking die after that, and it took too long for him to die.
Yeah, which by the way, they totally fast forwarded through his whole thing about him kind of summoning the demon. Well, the demon was already summoned, but.
Well, no, because
did he summon it? Well, they fast forward him like playing that tape or whatever.
The French girl, she finds the stuff, and then I think she reads the words. Yeah, because remember they would.
But she doesn't finish it. I remember.
No, she doesn't.
But the demon was already a thing. It was already flying around.
Because the sun.
Yeah.
Because so far, like.
So he did. I guess he did start that initial thing. They just fast forward through it.
Because
that's what I'm not sure.
My understanding of the series is once the thing is summoned, the way it gets passed around is through any type of injury from a possessed.
Yeah.
So when the girl in the beginning burns up the brother, he breaks through the thing, kills the kid who works there, and then he burns the dad.
Right.
So like the whole summoning part wasn't even needed in this movie because he already got it.
Right. But
I think they maybe tried to force it in because it's the Evil Dead thing to do.
Right.
But it just didn't make any sense. You didn't need it. The dad was already bringing it home.
There was like a fast forward sequence, like a montage of the kid finding the son finding his grandfather's tape recordings and documents and all that.
Right.
I don't know if within that sequence he actually summons anything, because I think something was already summoned before that, or maybe he did do it and that's what kicked it off. That's what I can't remember, to be honest. It was a little the way the movie was edited was fucking like ridiculous, but
I'm just assuming that's the same lake from the last movie.
Yeah, so I figured it's just continuing from the last movie. So I don't know if what he did
stopped.
Yeah, so I don't know if what he did really mattered at all, but like it was a plot point, and then the mom is talking with him in the attic about how the grandfather was involved with a cult and whatnot, and they even had a name, which I don't even remember in the previous movies.
Yeah,
about like that, which I thought was actually kind of interesting. I thought they would lean more into that stuff.
Yeah,
like we're gonna see like a cult, but maybe that's what they're gonna do for the next one, which is gonna be a prequel to 81. Takes place in the 70s.
Is it really? Is that like all set up?
Yeah, Evil Dead Wrath is gonna come out 2028, which I have high hopes for now. Honestly, even though I didn't like this one.
Yeah. Is it going to be the same French guy directing?
I hope not.
Yeah. No.
I think they're doing a thing where they just get different directors. That's what they've been doing for the last three movies.
So the first two were different people?
Yeah, the first one was Fede Alvarez, who went on to direct Alien Romulus.
Ooh.
The second one was Lee Cronin,
right,
who went on to direct that Mummy movie, which I didn't see, but I heard horrible things about.
Right.
And then this one was some French director.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, dude, too much French shit in this movie.
A lot of French shit.
If not just, obviously, the main girl's French, whatever, the director's French.
Hey, how about you go back to France and make your own fucking movie?
That's what I was thinking, dude.
Don't come here and make our movies your movie, because then they're going to be full of Muslims. Make your own fucking movie. Make your own fucking movies.
Well, that was the thing, right? The fucking end credits was like a French song, and I'm like, you just went too fucking far, dude.
Yeah.
These are American movies, okay?
Right.
It's kind of inspired by old Italian movies, but whatever. That's not
inspired by, not made by.
Right.
Because I don't know where the last name Raimi comes from.
I think he's a Jew, but whatever.
Spoke too soon.
He's one of the good ones.
But he made Spider-Man 2.
Exactly.
He made Spider-Man 2.
That's it. That's all you need to do. But no, this movie was way too French. It was way too, man. It was just a dull movie. Look,
hated the ending.
There were some cool sequences, man. I thought it was cool, the stabbing with the car head rest. That was kind of cool. Whatever. I liked her as a deadite, the girlfriend. I thought she was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I liked a little bit where she's like fucking with the grandma who has dementia or whatever. She's like going along with it. I thought that was kind of cool. What?
I just remembered who I thought the girlfriend looked like. Rashida Jones.
Oh, I can see that a little bit. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, but
no, it's all right.
It just came in.
See, I thought the grandma thing would be cooler though. They could have made her creepier. When she becomes a deadite, it was all right. But like she has dementia, right? They set that up. I'm like, I was ready for her to be like a really cool deadite, and like she just wasn't. Most of the deadites weren't all that great in this movie.
I didn't think the grandma stuff was funny. I mean, like,
they overplayed the whole fucking dementia thing.
She's coming for my money.
Thing. Yeah,
the only time
they beat that joke.
Yeah,
like 6 times too many.
The only time it was funny because every time they did it before, it would be like in the middle of an intense action scene.
Yeah,
and then grandma's in the back, like, I told you she's a thief. And
yeah,
like, shut
every
the fuck.
time.
Or like when they're having this big fight downstairs, the three of them. And then it just hard cuts to grandma slowly going up the elevator.
Yeah.
Like people in my theater were laughing, and I'm sitting there like, are you fucking kidding me? Like you just slammed on the brakes.
Yeah.
For 6 seconds to just hard cut right back to what
it just wasn't funny, man.
This isn't a Marvel movie, like because those movies do that dog shit enough.
Yeah.
Where it's like every scene has to have a joke.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't an episode of Family Guy where you get to hard cut to something funny.
Yeah.
It doesn't work here.
It was falling flat, man.
The only time it was funny, though, where I genuinely laughed, was when the girlfriend wanted the grandma to open the
Yeah,
door.
that was funny.
And grandma was like, "You can give me my money back?"
Yeah, yeah.
or whatever.
And she kind of looks and is like, yeah, I got your money.
That's the only time where I was like, that was fucking
They needed
good.
to lean more into that type of stuff. Like I said, like the psychological fucking manipulation type shit. These movies need to lean more into. Because when they're not doing that, it's just like edgelord fucking shit where it's just like, it's not scary. Like, I'm not offended by it. I'm not clutching my pearls by all this, like, you know, gratuitous violence and, you know, mutilation type stuff.
Sure.
I'm not offended. I'm just bored. Like, I just I feel nothing.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like you're just kind of beating me over the head, and it's like too try-hardy, and it's like, yeah, man, you got to go more creepy. Like, I know these movies are over the top and gory and mean-spirited, but they're also kind of creepy, and they're also fun. You know, it's like, I don't know. I feel like this movie went on a little bit too long, and some of the sequences, the fight sequences, it's just like, there were just 10-minute tussles. Like, and it just keeps happening over and over. The same kind of sequence. Oh, we're going to tussle again. And then 5 minutes later, oh, you ready for another tussle? We're going to tussle through the bathroom, through the stairwell.
Hope you're not tired.
Yeah.
Because I'm in for a tussle.
No. It's tussling time. Like, holy shit. But the one sequence in the bathroom, though, where they're tussling again, but they're like tussling up in the wall and then the ceiling, and the way the camera kind of followed them. And then went back to normal to see him.
Yeah.
That was cool. There was some good, like, there were some bright moments, but the overall package of the movie, I don't know, I thought it was pretty weak.
Yeah.
It wasn't for me, even though there was some extreme stuff. I did like where she scared the boyfriend into falling onto the open dishwasher with his day. She goes, boo.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, man, I just thought,
didn't like it. I really, really didn't like the boyfriend showing up.
Yeah, because it's like, where was he the whole time? Like, I don't understand. Like, he just...
Like, was he walking?
Yeah.
Was he slow
Just
walking
walking
to the
around.
house? Like, oh, after he burned his dad and killed the little orderly, and then his dad gets in the car, doesn't say anything to anyone. Hey, my son that I was super sad that was dead, I just saw him come out of his coffin. I'm not going to mention that to my wife.
Right.
While they're in the car, I guess he was just slowly walking, and then he makes it to the house, and now she has to deal with him. I mean, talk about rolling your eyes. Like,
I was like, all right, here we go again. Now she's going to run away from a CGI monster.
And then on top of that, it looked like shit.
Yeah, it looked terrible.
He looked like shit. And I get it, you know, he's supposed to be all burnt up and stuff. He's not supposed to be a regular looking Deadeye.
No, but that's something that would be so cool if it was practical effects. Like, just do it good, man. Like a burned up fucking mutilated guy.
Yeah.
Do it practical.
Or, I mean, even better, don't
at all.
Just don't put him in it. But
I mean, yeah.
But then
he had to come back. I get it.
Because like it makes me think about that whole, like, if he doesn't come back, he doesn't pass the possession to his dad.
Right.
And then the writer would have had a real challenging issue of making the possession make sense.
Right.
So the movie probably would have been worse if he didn't show up.
Right.
But man, I hated that ending.
Yeah, it wasn't great. I did think it was kind of cool when she, like, just kind of crushes his skull with her hands. That was practical, I think. That looked kind of cool. But overall, yeah, it was pretty weak.
Yeah.
And yeah, then they did like that mid-credits where the grandma is crawling.
That was kind of funny.
That was kind of funny. But then they had that other credit scene.
Okay, I was just about to ask
what the fuck
you.
was that about, dude? I don't... Unless I missed something, that makes no sense at all. Like, I don't understand.
It doesn't. I don't know if it's just fan service, but I'd be lying to you if I told you that I didn't enjoy seeing her again.
No, it's cool, but I'm like...
But I don't fucking
understand. Know. She got torn...
How is she separated from the thing?
Yeah, like what?
How is she not dead?
This is the thing where the rules are pretty loose in this universe.
Why'd she kill that girl for no fucking reason?
Who even was the girl? Like, I don't even know who these characters were.
She was the daughter of the lady that was running the funeral. So that was the funeral home
for
the brother.
the brother
where the family was. Remember?
for Byrne.
Yeah, she was the one who was at the podium.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
who was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
"Oh,
yeah, that's right.
do you want to give a speech about your dead husband or whatever?" And
Right.
she's like, "I didn't write anything." Oh, okay.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So she brings her kid to work for whatever on a
Yeah.
different day, and then and then Mama Dukes from Rise is there and
And
kills
just, like,
the little 7-year-old
like
for no reason.
like cuts her head off, basically.
No, I
or-
think like she grabs her and just snaps her neck.
Snaps her neck or something. Yeah, like, why did she come back? How? And, like, I didn't really understand what the whole thing was.
I'm all for waiting for an explanation because I don't want to hate that scene. Because
Well, we're certainly not getting it in the next movie because the next movie takes place in the 70s.
right.
Maybe they'll shoehorn her in anyway, and like it's not gonna make sense. And
Evil Dead. I mean, it has time travel elements.
yeah,
So who's to say that this bitch can't start time?
that's a good point. That's a good point. I don't know.
What
but-
if the next one gets super goofy like Army of Darkness,
Right.
and Doc Brown shows up and Marty?
Yeah. That's the crossover we need.
It's gonna be fun. I'm very glad I finally watched this series.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
glad that I enjoyed most of it. So far, there's only 2.5 of these movies. 2 that I really don't like for now. Half of one that maybe I need to watch again.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, a lot of fun. It was made by a director that I am biasly in love with. Because to date, I've only seen Evil Dead and Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
And he did another Marvel movie. He did the second Doctor Strange movie.
Mm-hmm.
I know about the movie Dark Man, but I never seen it. I'm sure I'm forgetting something else that he's done that I've probably seen. Oh, I haven't seen Drag Me to Hell.
It's pretty good.
But, you know, I mean, it's a dude that cut his teeth in horror. He kind of got his chops in horror.
Yeah, man. He was just a fucking go-getter, dude. Just picked up a 60mm camera.
Did
and
what you got to do.
Went out in the
man.
woods with his friends and fucking shot a movie.
That's how you got to do
Just
it.
kind of fucking threw everything at the wall, and a lot stuck, man. And he went on to make a fucking very successful franchise, and I commend him.
Absolutely.
And, yeah, it's a great franchise. This is a weak spot. You know, it's not a horrible movie, but it's not one I would revisit.
Yeah,
probably.
no. I think I'm going to go home and watch Rise tonight.
Dude, Rise. I don't know I'm watching it, dude. It's the second time I ever watched it. I hadn't seen it since the theater.
Yeah.
And I was fucking very underwhelmed. But I'm watching it. I'm like, I'm loving every fucking second of this.
Yeah. Rise.
I guess I'm just a different man now. But I'm like, but maybe it just took such a shit movie like Burn. You know? I just said it wasn't horrible, and I'm just calling it shit. Like, I don't know, man. It just didn't quite work.
But
for
I
me.
get what you mean.
You do?
Because, like, the movie sucked,
Yeah.
but it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Right.
this movie is dog shit, but it's not a bad movie.
I guess if you're not like a fan of Evil Dead, or not even if you're just unfamiliar with the franchise, you might enjoy it more.
Right.
But for my standards of Evil Dead,
yeah.
it doesn't quite live up to it.
Yeah. And I think it says a lot for the series that me being somebody who just jumped into it, not necessarily for the first time, but kind of for the first time, to already also have those standards. I think it says a lot about the series.
Yeah.
Because it is presenting a very clear-cut message to anybody that watches it, that somebody who's been in it for a long time has these expectations and these enjoyments, and somebody who just jumped in is like, oh, I see it the same way. So I think that's fucking rad.
I'm excited for the new one. I like that it's going back to the 70s, so that it's pre-81, you know. So I'm excited. I think it's gonna be a cool aesthetic. I
Yeah.
hope they get a more competent director that can keep the camera still
Yeah.
a little bit more.
Yeah.
You
Have
know.
you heard of a tripod, bitch?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And look, like I said, it's a series that does a lot of wacky camera work.
Yeah.
But you don't need to do it for scenes where you're just sitting in a fucking dining room. You know.
Film the important parts. Have fun with the fun parts.
Right.
The action sequences, that's where you can
Right.
do all your tricks and have your fun.
Yeah, it's like a French horror kind of style that I think
Fucking
use.
French.
Yeah, they ruin everything,
I'm
don't
tired
they?
of them. They ruin war. They ruin
Yeah.
soccer. They
Yeah.
ruin movies.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited for this new one. I think it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
I like them to, if they're gonna continue down this kind of the way they're fleshing out the story with the last three. In the last movie, how they go into like the more occult aspect.
Yeah.
How they mention it. I think it might go into that, considering this takes place before 81.
Yeah.
You know, so they might. They need to amp up the creep factor. You know, they need to go back to like 81, Evil Dead 2 Evil Dead 2 to a certain extent as well, and Rise. Amp up that creep factor, you know. Don't shy away from the gore, of course. Keep that gore porn, you know. Make it creative, make it tasteful, make it look good.
Make that build up creepy.
Yeah.
You know, like make me feel uncomfortable, make me feel weird.
Yeah, like that shit in 81, dude, where like his fucking girlfriend's just laughing, you know, and you know, he's in his friend's turning, and he's just got like 3 fucking deadites coming to him at once, and it's just like he can't fucking take it anymore. He's on the brink of insanity. The whole goddamn room is laughing hysterically. Shit like that. It's like, dude, like, you know, go for it. You know, really like fuck, because you know, shooting yourself in the head 3 times isn't scary to me.
Ooh,
yeah,
I'm Bill Burr.
Yeah,
Fuck Philly, or whatever his dumb fucking rant was about Philly to their face, whatever.
Yeah, I'm just you know, just, you know, yeah, I don't know.
Evil Dead's rad. Go watch Evil Dead. Go watch the old ones. Go watch the new one. Hate them, love them. Let us know if we're right. Let us know if we're wrong. If you agree, if you disagree, which are your favorites?
Yeah. Let us know, dude. Engage with us.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
Share it with your mama and your mama's mama. And we'll see you for the next one. And we'll see you for the next Evil Dead whenever that comes out. I'm sure we'll have a fun little episode on that.
Yep.
Thanks.
We'll be around.
Dead by Dawn.
Dead by Dawn.